Yo, what's up everybody? This is a pretty unique one here. Sorcery, Contested Realm. This is a new TCG from Kickstarter. The game is just launching, it's in beta, so some really cool stuff about this. I don't know too much about it, I've never played it, but if you go learn about Sorcery, it's kind of inspired by Magic, plays a little differently, but as we get in the cards, you'll kind of see some similarity. What's really cool is it's got a lot of hype. The creator's really trying to get back to some of like what Magic felt like when it first launched. There is an alpha, which I believe is all the Kickstarter stuff, which is long gone. I mean, some of it, TCG Player just started selling it, but yeah, it's here. We got our beta boxes, and it's just kind of exciting because it's a new card game. Some really cool art, some original licensed Frazetta, not like original like it hasn't been published before, but like true licensed Frazetta artwork in here. Really cool. And it's just got that cool kind of like old Magic vibe. And it's also excited to open a card game that's in beta. You know what I mean? I think from here we'll start to see expansions or maybe a wider release, maybe some sort of limited or maybe an unlimited as you'll start to see. But there's some sweet chase cards in here, things that kind of remind you of a Black Lotus or a Dual Land or even Moxen. So not quite sure what the Power 9 is, but we know a few of what the saucy cards are. So yeah, we're going to take a look at these, but really cool product. I've been kind of excited to open these and just, the fun of sort of opening a product that's beta and kind of go back to those days of like early Magic. Yeah, so pretty excited with this one. It's going to be a fun box opening, so join me now. We're going to pop the seal. Just some quick stuff off the top. Thicker cardstock on this box to protect the cards. Nice little foil stamp inside. Kind of a thicker wrap too, so they did a really nice job putting this together. Like, this is nice matte cardstock here, so they did a really good job. QR scan, so some nice authenticity. They're really doing their due diligence to make it a game that's worthwhile for the collector. Oh, look at that. We get a little box topper, I believe. Yeah, some tokens there. But you can see some great production value. Look at those little tokens. Little foil sorcerer card there, which I believe is your sort of character you play as. Again, I don't really know how to play, so forgive me. I am a noob, but some really nice stuff. You can see good quality production value. So yeah, we're going to go through a box of Sorcery here, learn about the rarities. I do think there's only 3 rarities. I think in that way it's going back. Man, look at that. Even a nice card insert. So they did a beautiful job here with this. You can see got a great kind of like Magic vibe. So yeah, we're just going to go through, open some packs. Like I said, we're kind of looking for some of these rares and some of these Frazetta arts and some of these even things that I would hope become like another Power 9. The big thing you'll notice is that like this nice rounded corner, but again, quality card stuff. Early TCGs, you don't see like usually this much quality paid, so they did a very nice job. So, Skirmishers of Mu. Great cards too. They have this nice like slick, almost like a laminate finish, so very high quality stuff. The Waypoint Portal. There are locations in this game. Again, I don't really know much about the game, so we'll take a quick look here and see if we can determine any sort of rarity. It does look like there's like a beta copyright mark on there, which is very nice because this is the beta release. Yeah, so we'll go through, but you can see great full art card. Airborne Submerge, so kind of a flying thing, kind of a swimming thing. Again, these territories go through. Nice to open just a full box of 15 quality cards. Incinerate, some very nice stuff. Border Militia, Fade. Oh boy, and here we go. So a foil. So there is like foil treatments in here. Beautiful card. Look at that. Ordinary Merfolk of Mysterious Steps. They've kind of added some ideas to what the creature typing would be to have it. So Ordinary Merfolk, but of Mysterious Steps. So it's got several mechanics there they can play off of in the future. We'll separate that. An Ordinary Sprig. Ordinary Mortals. Ogre Goons. Man, that to me is classic like Magic style art right there. Miracle Workers. And I'm not sure if this is our rare in the back here. So I'm not sure how to tell because it looks like you may even play Sorcery with 2 different decks, your Spellbook and your Atlas. So we'll actually separate those out because that's kind of their lands from what I understand, is that you play them and claim them and can even contest them. So yeah, just really exciting. I mean, beautiful cards, some great stuff here. So I wonder if an Atlas is always in the back. There's our Lucky Charm on top again. I'm not sure of rarity. We'll try to get an idea there once we open a few more. Let's go in our Atlas. Here, Drown. Some great art though. Look at these. Like this is awesome stuff. It kind of takes you back to that throwback kind of fantasy art, nostalgia stuff when there's a lot more sort of professional, semi-professional artists in the game. Wow, so there's a foil in every pack because that's beautiful. The Geistwood. Look at that. That's gorgeous. So that's yeah, Ian Miller. So we know him from our Magic days. Beautiful Ian Miller art on the Geistwood. There's even some embossing there on the text. Beautiful card. These are great. Wall of Air, Midnight Rogue, a Big Yucky Sandworm, the Vile Imp, and the Lone Tower. So yeah, we'll have to go through more. Some of the stuff I know, I mean, we'll see if we can spot one of the big rares here. I don't really want to stop mid-video. So we'll see if we can go through. Let's see if we can even determine. Because that was some of the fun back in the day of Magic. Like, when you first played Magic, you didn't know what a rare was, you know? Clamor of Harpies. You can see it's got a little saucy. It's a little more PG-13 on the art too, but some great stuff. Pit Vipers, you know, that takes me back. Burrowing, they're lethal, so maybe that's like a Death Touch style mechanic. Beery. Coral Reef Kelpie, beautiful. Love that art. Look at that. There's some great stuff there. Boil, Muck, Lampreys, yuck, disgusting, terrifying. Like, these are beautiful cards. They're great. Exorcism, love that art with the cross. Like, that's just going a little further than they would in Magic. So it does look like the last card is always an Atlas card. So I don't know that that's the rare. I don't know that there are rare lands or at locations, whatever. Oh, but this one's an Avatar, so we'll see. Backstab. That one didn't have a foil either, so interesting. So there's not one per pack. Flaming Sword, Hounds of Ondaros. The cards I'm kind of looking for are some of the classic Frazetta art. Those seem to do really well, the licensed Frazetta art, so we are looking for those. And again, like I said, there's some cards that kind of evoke a dual land. Porcupine Pufferfish, yikes. And a Flame Caller. What is this? Tap to play or draw a sight. Tap, banish all your dead fire minions. Shoot a projectile. It deals damage equal to the sum of their red mana symbol, for the lack of a better term. So very interesting. So avatars will go separately too. So we'll have to chase a few of those out of there as well. I don't know if we have any. Let's just do a real quick scan. But you can see, overall, high quality stuff. I mean, they did a really nice job printing these. It's the card quality, the card stock, thickness, and laminate feels much more akin to modern day board games. Kind of a high quality kickstarted board game than a single card release. So interesting so far. Keep going here. We're gonna need some more space for commons and uncommons. Another Atlas. Aqueduct there, because I believe it, so this makes green and blue, so it's an exceptional sight of scenery. So maybe our first cards are rare. I don't really know, but that might be one of our dual lands. We'll have to check, you know, the rest. Let's go see if we've opened anything else that does too. So blue, green, red. Oh, another exceptional sight. So ordinary, elite. Oh, okay, so maybe that's the rarity too, is like exceptional, elite, and ordinary. You know, kind of common, uncommon, which is nice because we've got elite, you know, so we've done pretty well in our locations. So, and this is an exceptional one. So maybe that's some of our rarity too. I don't know what it is. Exceptional beasts. Exceptional. Yeah, so maybe we're seeing it now. Elite. So is exceptional rare or is elite rare? Elite armor in the mad melee. But what we're really looking for is like a foil for Zeta. Beautiful, that Blizzard art, an ordinary aura. Yeah, so those are mostly ordinary, so we'll start kind of keeping that in mind. We're gonna, and then an ordinary sight. So very, very nice, very, very nice. All right, exceptional. So it is exceptional on top, so maybe the free city, but maybe you always get that thunderstorm, an exceptional aura. At the end of your turn, deal 3 damage to a random unit atop effective sites. Then you may move this. Okay, so this will kind of hit whatever location it's on. It lasts 3 of your turns. Kind of a cool like AoE spell. Another exceptional. So maybe you rip 3 rares per pack. And then 1 elite. Is elite your rare? Black Obelisk. At the start of your turn, you lose 2 life and gain 2 mana. 2 colorless mana. Huh. That's interesting. That could be very powerful. Disenchant, sick. They got their own disenchant magic. What do you know about that? Azurage Caravan. That's something that's almost disappeared from Magic entirely, is camels. Sacred Scarabs. These are cute. Oh, I really like these cards. Polar Bears. Ordinary Beasts of Extreme Latitudes. Love that name. Goodness gracious, that's a fantastic thing to name something. And an ordinary card. So, yeah, so I guess we're looking for, maybe it's 3 exceptionals, uncommons, and then 1 elite, which is your rare, and then your ordinaries. Let's see if that's what holds up here. So, exceptional, Free City, we saw that one before. Another exceptional character, the Frontier Settlers. They're exceptional mortals of Till and Toil, exceptional. And our next one should be, an elite. Major Explosion. Target a location up to 2 steps away. Deal damage to each unit at locations in this area of effect. So, effectively, you would play this in the grid on the game and then deal 7, 5 on each of the cardinal coordinates, and then on each of the diagonals 3, which... saucy stuff. Interesting. It's kind of a space-based game, which I think brings in some of the fun. Ooh, they got their own lightning bolt. 3 damage to a random unit, target location, but their bolt costs 2. What do you know? Fire bolt. Shoot 3 projectiles in the same direction, 1 at a time. Each deals 1 damage. Very cool. Secret Hounds. Very nice. Ooh. Exceptional aura of itinerant ignition. Beautiful. So it's a foil uncommon, we'll guess, with exceptional. Conjure wildfire atop a single site. At the end of each turn, each unit here takes 3 damage, then move it to an adjacent location it hasn't visited before. If none remain, dispel. But you can see beautiful work on the foiling there, highly chromatic, and again, embossing on the letters. A really nice touch there. That's pretty special. Cloud Spirit, a porcupine pufferfish, Highland Clansman, and our ordinary land in the back. Interesting. So yeah, we're looking for those elite foils. Exceptional. He's a Wayfaring Pilgrim. Very nice. Skirmishers of Mu. Love that. Another exceptional location for our Atlas. And an Elite Beast. Boy, that is like some old school D&D and Magic art. Look at that. He's airborne. He's lethal. At the end of your turn, if you cast a non-fire spell, untap him. Very cool. So the tap mechanics at play. I think this is their cost, and I think that means they cost 5. At least 2 has to be red. Or I don't know if it's 2 red and 5. I don't know. So... don't hurt me. I don't know. Again, some of our beautiful commons, but really cool. I don't know how many cards are in this set. You know, that's one thing I'm noticing, which is a very modern thing in card games, is like no set marking other than down there by art. I believe that's going to be our beta indicator versus an alpha card. And, but like no other demarcation on the card that it's like the original set. So it'll be interesting to see if they stick with the kind of choice Magic has always made of all the backs stay the same. So if you play without sleeves, although in 2023, I hope no one's out there playing without sleeves, guys. We destroyed our cards, so you don't have to, okay? Because when you play without sleeves for years, this is what that ends up looking like. That's how you know I was a gamer in the 90s. You got Magic cards that look like that. Just dirt and earth and wear, and those are not the bad ones. Recall, beautiful art on that Recall. Look at that. Love that Recall. A nice, another exceptional Swamp. Genesis, until your next turn, units are immobile. Interesting. Another one, I think that's a white and blue, so it's exceptional. So maybe those dual lands aren't as rare. But here's an elite site. What does this one do? Must always be adjacent to the void. Edge of the world. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, it would be cool to learn more about the game now. And there are ordinary cards. We're kind of looking through here for our foil. Again, beautiful art, great quality cards. We opened those earlier, those Deep Sleep. Oh, beautiful Sleep, Deep Sea Mermaid, Plumed Pegasus, Muck Lampreys. We've seen them quite a few times. Bone Rabble, and we'll end up with Summer River. But yeah, they just feel, I mean, for those of you yet to experience, the cards just feel quality and heavy and ready to go. Like, this is a really kudos to the team at Sorcery. You're entering the world with just a fantastic product here. Good job, everyone. Exceptional, exceptional, exceptional. There's our elite. It's a Mixed Ignis. Sacrifice it. This turn, the bear's next fire spell requires no threshold and costs 3. So maybe those mana symbols are a threshold of certain territories you need to have. I don't know, but we'll find out. We'll play some Sorcery and find out. Nice. Beautiful art in this set. Kind of very eclectic. Like, look at that. Look at the cool mix. You know, kind of fantasy creatures. the more illustrative style, kind of the more classic, like true Renaissance painting style. Very, very cool. Swan Maidens, love that art. That's amazing. Cave Trolls, Wicker Mannequin, the Ral Dromedary, the Palabur Bats, Pirate Ship, and there's our land at the end. Alrighty. Yeah, I can't say of the few hot to trot cards I know of, I haven't seen them yet, but we'll find out. There's our exceptionals there. We've seen our Frontier Settlers before. Infiltrate. Again, dope art. Gain control of target enemy minion until it deals damage and tap it against stealth. So very cool, very cool. You can kind of slide the opponent's card around the board there. Entangle terrain, that's great. Look at that Scarecrow. So many cool cards. These Ogre Goons. Cloud Spirit, very nice. And our Gothic Tower. Again, these feel so good. Such a smooth, nice, not quite soft touch, but very close if you're familiar with that quality of material on a printing technique. It's called soft touch, and it's very, very nice. A Rolling Boulder, Drought, Wildfire. That was an exceptional one we saw before. Now, oh, another Elite Lands. Elite Site points to the right direction. Genesis, look at your next 4 sites. Put 3 on the bottom of your Atlas. Oh, wow. So it's kind of a scry for your Atlas deck. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's probably really strong. I think a lot of the game has to do not only with how you're playing and managing your minions and spells, but also how you're deploying your minions and navigating them through your Atlas and different combos there. From what little I've learned, again, some dope art. Those Blood Ravens, sick. Exorcism, sick. Love that. Sedge Crabs, get that old man. You bite him up good, Crabby. Spring River. Oh, Drew Tucker. Man, here's one of my boys from Magic too. So cool to see like Ian Miller and Drew Tucker. Like these are like classic, like, I mean, they've done art for Magic since then, but those were some of the core guys in the like Ice Age, Mirage era of cards. So very, very cool to see that. These avatars seem to be fairly rare. We've only seen one, I think, come up so far. So pretty interesting of how those will do on the later market there. Maybe there's not too many. An exceptional, another exceptional land for our Atlas. X marks the spot for these exceptional relics. Again, I love what they're doing there with that like flavor line. So smart, so cool. Boneyard, a unique, oh, it's a unique site brimming with death. So that maybe that's like their mythic. Each player may summon a minion from their cemetery here. So, wow, like a recursion card. Powerful. Incinerate, Border Militia, Disenchant, Fade. So some great spells. Mad Dash, draw a card, then give an ally +1 movement this turn. That seems not bad, you know, get them into the spot and load the hand. Sandstorm, Minor Explosion, great card. Kind of reminds me of old school Disintegrate art. And boom, there we go. Okay. So yeah, loving this. I'm like hyped to try and build some decks out of this game. So there's our exceptionals on the top. Stormy Seas, an exceptional Stifling Sands. It's an unsettled animosity. Reactivate the Genesis abilities of your nearby deserts. Interesting. So you'd put that in like a desert atlas. Exceptional magic of stunning. Deal 1 damage to each minion here. They're disabled until end of turn. Very nice. Psionic Blast. And a unique Merfolk. So this must be kind of their legendary, but as a rarity above exceptional. Not exceptional, but elite. Is unique. Submerge. All other allies occupying Lord of Unland's body of water have +1 power. So kind of a Lord of Atlantis type of character. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. An ordinary mortal, but apprentice wizard. Looking cool. Genesis. And I imagine Genesis has probably entered the battlefield. So that's a wild guess. You know, stealth is probably kind of like a menace effect. Or can like move past other creatures without provoking an attack. Your spellbook may include any number of gray rolls, has +1 power. So yeah, here you've got like their Ravenous Rats type of card. So it's really cool to see like the it's an homage to Magic while being its own game. I really, really appreciate what they're doing there. You know, it just kind of makes like for a more classic TCG player like myself that you're like, oh wow, look at this, we got another avatar at the back too. Exceptional automaton of insatiable hunger, the Crave Golem. He's not a Grave Golem, he's a Crave Golem. At the start of each player's turn, He attacks a random minion within its range of motion and or takes a step toward the closest minion if it can't. So he's aggressive. Siege Ballista, tap a bearer and another ally here. So need to use this weapon, understood. Kind of an equipment style card. Root Spider, burrowing. While Root Spider's burrowed, minions directly above it are disabled, so it can kind of like hide on the board. Chaos Twister is our elite. Place target minion on the back of your hand, then blow it off from a height of at least 1 foot. Deal damage equal to its power to each unit atop the site it lands on, including itself. Awesome. Kind of like a Chaos Orb effect. That's so fun. I love that. Old Salt Anchorman, Berry, Cauldron Crones, Palaberry Bats. These are great. Petrosian Cavalry. Oh, and then we got a Spark Mage. Tap, play, or draw a site, which seems to be the common effect on all of our... We've got a Flame Caller, a Spark Mage, and a Sorcerer here. Tap, target nearby location, deal damage to another random unit there equal to the sum of blue on spells you've cast this turn. Interesting. So there's kind of our lineup of avatars there. I know this Sorcerer is going to be really hard to see in the light for you guys. So let me see if I can move that out of the glare as much. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Cool. So about halfway through the box. I haven't seen any of the cards I've seen yet. There's like a Lord of the North I'm looking for. There's the classic like Courtesan. I thought some of those dual lands might be saucy, but they seem relatively common. Ooh, little print damage on that one. Little surface damage on our Psionic Blast there. Ooh. And Shrink has a cool spell. Love that little art. Swiven Scout. Swiven. They're Swiven. And it's a unique fire spellcaster. Oh. So like this can cast spells. And then you know that's our boy Ian Miller there. Wild. So the land can take the effect of being a fire spellcaster, similar to like we've seen some of those creatures that have spellcaster. Very cool. Voidwalk, Incinerate, Border Militia, Overpower, Disenchant. Ooh, foil, exceptional, flanking maneuver. Teleport any number of allies at one location to another location. A Chess Knight's move away. Very cool. Draw a card. Beautiful, beautiful. So, nice little foil there. Exceptional. How have we been doing on our foils? Let's take a look. An ordinary, a unique, wow, saucy, and 2 exceptional. So, kind of a mythic, 2 uncommons, and a common. From what I understand. I may be totally wrong if you're at home, but this seems to be holding up. So there's some more of our ordinaries there. Again, Exorcism might be becoming one of my favorite cards of the set. Mortality and Humble Village. Very cool, very cool. All right, let's see what we got. We got an exceptional right off the top. Exceptional. Oh, that's right. They're always... I keep getting confused. Exceptional to me... I get it. It's ordinary or it's exceptional, like uncommon. And then that's where we get to elite. And then there's unique, which is even better. So there's our 3 exceptionals. Raise dead, summon a random dead minion. Wow, random. I wonder how you determine that. And units here have tap, give Rolling Boulder a push. It rolls as far as possible, deals 4 damage to each other unit. Very cool. Oh, Courtesan Thais. So this is one, but this is a different Courtesan. Genesis. During your next turn, each player is controlled by the previous one. So that's a different Courtesan than the one I was looking for. But it's a Drew Tucker. It's a unique. We'll take it. That's great. Ordinary, ordinary, ordinary. Firebolt, Blood Power. There we go. Ordinary, ordinary, ordinary. And an ordinary sight there. Little schmutz on that one. But so far, the cards have been in great quality. You can see by watching this video. I know this is taking my sweet time, so I hope it's been relaxing and enjoyable for all of you. There's our Swiven Scout, swiving up and down the countryside. A Floodplain. Once on your turn, you may flood an adjacent site. Very cool. Airborne, movement. Wow, Peregrine Apparition. 3 mana with a blue, 2 blue. It's got 1 power, but it's airborne. It's got +3 movement and Voidwalk, so it's just popping off. 7 League Boots. I think this is one of the more sought-after pieces of equipment in the game right now. Bear has movement +7, so I think it just lets your creature deploy aggressively. Great art on this. Is this a Melissa Benson? Yeah. Oh my gosh, talk about classic. 2021. Melissa Benson art? Dude, this is awesome. Like, wow. Just seeing Melissa Benson's classic signature on a card, I mean, that takes me back to like just the days of buying Homelands packs and stuff. This is too dope. This is too dope. Ordinary guys there. No foil, it looks like. So we've seen kind of most of our commons now in the set. So we'll kind of go back and filter our stuff. I just had one of my buddies text me. I showed him some of these cards. He's like, dude, what are these? So there's our exceptional Font of Life. Man, that's a throwback, you know. That kind of reminds me of like Ivory Tower, or what was that? Fountain of Youth was that magic card? It costs 0 and like you tap it and gain 2 life that we all used to play back in the day. It was so bad. Mudflow is an exceptional land. An exceptional Summoning Sphere. Ultimate Horror. There's an Ian Miller. Dude, that's so sick. This like wild little demon bird knight. He's airborne. He's got Voidwalk. He's got 6 power. That's fat. We haven't seen many things that big up there. Genesis. Summon each other dead Voidwalk minion to a nearby site. Dang. So this guy's the top hot dog of the Void deck. Saucy. Okay. So he's probably pretty good. You drop him and that's a haymaker. I don't know if 8's like prohibitive or if there's like some kind of mana ramp. You do that and load your graveyard. I mean, we definitely seen some things from Magic here. Recursion, equipment, you know, some very cool stuff. What a blast. This is awesome. Here's our Kite Archer, our exceptional. A Watchtower is our exceptional land. It's enemy units atop nearby sites permanently use stealth, so you can see them all. So an anti-stealthing card. Teleport any number of allied minions to the caster's location. That's cool. And this art is slamming. Like, I love that. Look at that. And our elite magic of transfrogification. Transform target nearby minion into a frog token. I bet we got a little frog token in here. We got some foot soldiers and stuff, so maybe there's a frog in there. Incinerate, Border Militia, Fade, Belmont Longbowman, Finvale Muse, Lightning Bolt, Snow Leopard, Sea Serpent, Unravel, great art there, Teleport. Man, this is cool. Talk about cool. Spring River. Okay. Oh. It's a Quagmire. It's an exceptional Quagmire. Giggity. Genesis. Until your next turn, units are immobile when they occupy nearby sites. Okay, so it lets you like lock them down. Luminous Pillar, Pierced with the Tempest. Oh, so this one is exceptional because it's a dual land. I see. They either have an ability or minions occupying nearby sites can't submerge or surface. I see. Oh, and an Avatar. This one's an Elementalist. Tap the player, draw a site. Sure. And you have additional red, green, blue, white. What up? They all seem to have 20 blood and 1 power. So, very cool though. Those avatars seem to be fairly rare too. Kind of giving me a feeling of like the elder better heroes in Flesh and Blood. You know, that they're really sought after. Let's fly through here. Sleep has beautiful art. That's really great. Bone Rabble, Sedge Crabs. Ooh, we got 2 avatars in 1 pack. That's pretty flashy. Player site, flood a site near a body of water until you do so again. Tap minions without submerge. So there's obviously kind of like a whole flooding deck. So very cool. We got the Spark Mage, the Wave Shaper, the Flame Caller, the Elementalist, and the Sorcerer. So we're ready to play some Sorcery now. Shrink is exceptional shrinkage. Swiven Scout. Whoa. Cornerstone, an exceptional site and fundament of the firmament. You may play this site to any corner. Sick art. Margaret Organ Keene. Yeah, she's another name I remember from Magic, using these cool, like, she loves to integrate these kind of quilt work patterns. You're going to see her stuff on some Homelands for sure. Maybe even some like Mirage or Chronicle stuff. Not too many cards. I believe she's got an Ice Age card or 2. Maybe in Alliances, but very cool. Elite Magic. Ravages the realm. Whoa. Flame Wave flows horizontally from one edge of the realm to the other. Deal damage to each unit at top sites. Dang. Wow, that's a hefty burn spell. Mage Slayer. Haven't seen him yet, but that's cool. He definitely is slaying that mage. Roaming Monster. Maybe summoned to any site. That's a fun card. Those Deep Sea Mermaids looking good. Spectral Stalker. Spin Attack. An ally strikes each enemy to its location. Wicker Mannequin. Plumed Pegasus. a land surveyor, Genesis, draw a site, which is what most of those heroes is player draw a site. So similar to your hero effect. So that's probably your ramp there. And Arid Desert, deals 1 damage to each minion nearby sites. So I believe Genesis is the ETB, the enter the battlefield trigger of these cards. I could be wrong. Exceptional weapon. Exceptional spider. Cave In, beautiful art there. And Master Tracker, an elite mortal, follows all trails. All enemies permanently lose stealth. That's cool. Apprentice Wizard, Critical Strike, beautiful art on that. And you can see this game is heavily promoted with its Frazetta stuff. Oh, Jeff Easley, that's another classic fantasy artist. He did a lot of great covers for D&D modules. Jeff's one of the big names in classic D&D art there. So again, an amazing eclectic group they've got here with, you know, some classic Magic names for Zeta, Easley. Wow, like just very cool if you're kind of a art nerd, hobby, history guy. Tor Shammer Trinket. Whoa. It's almost got a kind of Geiger-esque. Bearer has +1 power at the end of your turn. Return it to its owner's hand. Okay. Thunderstorm. Dwarven Digging Team. And, oh, there they are. So this is what I was referring to, guys. I don't know how many per box, but this is one of the Moxen. It provides red and 1 colorless to its controller for 1. So this is why I was kind of stoked on this, is because not only does it seem like a really great game and the crowd around it seems great, but to go back and open a product that's in beta and start opening some of these cards that have the potential, you know, who knows, maybe they reprint this card in every set, but has the potential and evokes the idea of like a Ruby Mox, you know, and to get your hands on that again without shelling out 4 or 5 figures is really exciting. So beautiful card there. We'll put that over there with our foils because that's one we were looking for. Ooh, we got a foil in this pack. So ordinary, and boom, an ordinary river. But again, beautiful work on the foiling, beautiful embossing, lovely stuff. We'll cover our little Moxen for now. I'm gonna refer to it as that because it's just hard for my brain to not see it that way and know that those are some of the sought after uniques. I mean, those cards, the alpha ones are going for $100 to $300 I've seen online already, the few places with pricing for this game. Telekinesis, Flanking Maneuver, and a Devil's Egg. At the end of each turn, the controller of Devil's Egg's site loses 1 life. Oh, so you play this on your opponent's stuff. Very cool. Love that. Incinerate, Border Militia, Fade. So some of these are very common. So we'll be organizing these later. Sandstorm, Minor Explosion, Plume Pegasus, and boom, Lone Tower. So like a good old school card collector, the next set is for us to sit down and organize all these and see if how close we got to a full set. An exceptional on the Cave-In, Telekinesis. So Quarrelsome Kobolds. At the end of your turn, Quarrelsome Kobolds strike themselves or another target adjacent unit. This is so cool because, again, it's just harkening back to so many of the things that were in old Magic and left behind. Elite Undead, Wreathed in Hellfire. It's the Infernal Legion. At the end of your turn, deal 3 damage to each other adjacent unit. Powerful. Tufted Turtles. That's really cute. This guy's a little grizzly beardo. I love him. Boil. There we are. Man. So they do have Frazetta art, but not too much. But again, some Drew Tucker well sprinkled in. A fair bit of Drew Tucker in here, which is very cool. Camels. Camels are something that disappeared from modern Magic, but were fairly common back in the day. Okay. We're kind of getting the bottom here, but we're stoked. We kind of hit our Moxen for this at least, which I'm pretty excited for. Accursed Albatross. Unland Eel. Battering Ram. And what do we got here? An elite site. Target opponent. Then you play a site adjacent to this one. Interesting. So it lets you kind of take over part of the map. And I imagine if you have the edges blocked in and then you just play yours, you've like locked it out for everything else. That's really cool. That's really smart. Ordinary Beast, Ordinary Blah, and an Ordinary Blah. Okay. So we've only got a couple packs left, but this has been an absolute hoot. It'll be so cool to go see like what we actually have, what it's... Beautiful land again. Very cool. Exceptional site. Exceptional Mortal Lusts for Blood. Very cool. Beautiful art again. Buried Treasure. A maze minotaur, an elite monster, snarls. Enemy minions can't move themselves out of a maze of 9 locations nearby maze minotaur. Interesting. Berry. So that must play into like once you play him there, that area becomes like the maze. Oh, a foil unique. The Maelstrom. At the start of your turn, you may pull in each minion in this body of water 1 step. Interesting. So I think it pulls from the locations around them. Beautiful, though. Another foil unique. We're not unhappy with those. And a Dark Tower. Stephen King is calling. All right. Let's get our last few packs out of the box here. Onto the home stretch. We're looking for Frazetta art. We're looking for some more of these sort of Moxon-esque cards. We're looking for the big whammy, you guys. Beautiful foil Deathbringer, or the Death Dealer. Like, that's one of the hot cards. That famous Frazetta art is a card named after it. It's kind of a Wrath of God creature effect. So we're looking for that foil Death Dealer. Let's see it. Fellbog Frogman can leap entirely over adjacent sites. Look at that guy. They're frogging. Genesis, fall asleep. Slumbering Giantess is disabled until her... That's cool. I kind of like that. What a great thing. Drums of Doom. Beautiful art on this. Alan Pollock bringing in a banger. Literally, it's a drum. Drums of Doom. Stretched out leather faces. Damage dealt to minions nearby is lethal. Elite instrument. Very cool. Just to go to our ordinaries, we got a foil back there. A foil behind the boil. Common sense. The ordinary appears as magic to some. That's super funny. Search your spellbook for an ordinary card, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Oh, very cool. Common sense is a tutor that finds an ordinary card. Love that. See, there's some really clever, fun things they're doing here with this game that you really got to appreciate. Like, you don't get there without someone being passionate and putting time in and really looking at what they're making. So gotta love it. Gotta love it as we're bringing it home. Sling Pixies. Love the art on this. This is so cute. Look at those little guys. Oh my god. Oh, another foil too. Fireball. Classic magic card. Here it is in Sorcery. Shoot a projectile. It deals 4 damage on impact and 2 damage to each other location. Floodplain. Once your turn, you can flood. So we might be building a flood deck. An elite potion and Loamy Libation. Sacrifice Mixed Terra. This turn, Bearer's next Earth spell requires no threshold and costs 3 less. Okay, so that was similar to the Fire Elite we saw. That's kind of a ramping spell. Oh, another foil in this one. Roaming Monster, we know you. And boom, an ordinary aura of Forestalling Frost with Blizzard. Again, some beautiful art there. Love that. Look at these great cards. Swamp Polar Bears. Alrighty, there's our land. So we've got our last couple packs. Let's see, do we get another big whammy at foil? Exceptional mortals who yield no ground. The Dalcian Phalanx. Colicky Dragonettes. Oh, they're colicky. They're barking fire at each other. But again, a Jeff Easley banger, man. Look at the fidelity on a Jeff Easley painting. Like, look at how much gorgeous detail and lighting. The Brooding Bullfrog. I think there's some mojo to the Bullfrog. I've seen him around quite a bit. I think there might be something to this guy. Big fat frog. Seasoned Sellsword. It's an elite mortal. Avatars nearby have discard a card. Gain control of Seasoned Sellsword. Oh, okay. So maybe your avatar's moving around in this board too, which is kind of wild. Beautiful Swan Maidens. Love that art. Like, that's so dope. Like, this one's got wings, but a human head, and this one's got a human body. Pretty great body, too, honestly, and then a swan head. Before woman was, the water awaited her. Wild stuff there. Incinerate. She should be proud. She's going to the gym, that swan beast woman. Oh, boom. So another flame caller. So they're not too rare. There might be only so many, too, possibly in this early set, you know, since we've, you know, we'll probably get to, what, 5 out of 36 booster packs, so maybe 6. So 1 in every 6, 1 in every 7 packs is kind of the odds right now. I know I just, like, tilted my camera horribly. Sorry, guys. I bump it sometimes. Frost Nova. A fire spell-casting little lava salamander. A Syrian Templar, which is really cool. Takes no damage from demons, spirits, or undead minions. Get out of town. Oh, wow. Look at this one. That's a battle mage. That's a 3-power one, too. So your avatar to win the battle and the war. Tap, player draw a sight, and whenever battle mage attacks and kills an enemy, you draw a spell. Dude, sick. Battle Mage, what is up, bro? Again, some commons that we've seen, but again, just beautiful cards. These feel great. They look great. Like, this is a great product. I'm stoked. Man, that reminds me so much of the OG, like, Raised Dead. Remember that? Or the, like, the old school Drudge skeletons? All right. It's our last 4 packs. Let's see if we really do something big. An exceptional beast with an adamant eye. It's a Hillock Basilisk. Other minions at rest here are 1 step in front are disabled, so he turns you to stone. Marine Voyage. This turn, your units can move between any sites. Very cool. Call to War. Search your spellbook for an exceptional mortal. Reveal it and put your hand. Okay, so that's kind of your tutor up a uncommon creature. An elite dragon. Ooh, a Jeff Easley dragon. Love that. Man, this is the guy. He painted some of the most classic dragons in D&D lit. So the fact that you've got Jeff Easley as an elite dragon here is truly special. Airborne, moves freely sideways, a 4 power for 5. Beast, dude, that's sick. Jeff Easley showing up in a big spot. Bosk Troll, Dispel, Riptide, we got it. Scourge Zombies, they're not Scathe Zombies, they're Scourge Zombies. Get out of here, Magic, it's 2023 and we're reinventing your 30-year-old nostalgia. Sedge Crabs, Eating the Man. Spin Attack, Slapping the Man. Wicker Mannequin, Wicking the Man. Plumed Pegasus, pluming the Peg Man. And there's our Autumn River. We had a Summer River. I wonder if you can tie those rivers through and do a fun little River Lord deck. Like, you can see that the little nodes they're attaching to the concepts on these cards, they've done a very good job. Upwelling, target a nearby site. There you go. Beautiful little thing. I think we got a foil hiding out in there for us. I can see some shiny peeking through in the light. The Floodplain lets us flood. We might be building a deck with those. We got a lot. An Elite Monument, the Black Obelisk. I think we opened one of these before. I wonder how good that ramp is. That Black Obelisk ramp deck. We'll have to find out. Common Sense, Fire Harpoons, Amazon Warriors, and beautiful Critical Strike. It's an ordinary card, but a beautiful one. And there it is in all its foiled out glory. Bone Rabble, Sedge Crab, Spin Attack, and the Arid Desert. Okay, last 2 packs, and then we'll kind of do a quick recap. I believe we opened 36 booster packs, kind of like a typical Magic booster box. I mean, those aren't even real anymore. We don't know what the new box is called yet. A Play Magic fun booster pack, a box of collector set, whatever it's going to be. Submerged, this site is flooded. Sunken Treasures and Exceptional Relics lost at sea. The Waypoint Portal and Battlefield, an elite. Conjure a broken weapon or armor here. Huh, broken. Huh, I wonder why we would want that. Scarecrow, Amazon Warriors, the Rain of Arrows, the Swan Maiden. All of our friends are here to wish us goodbye as we go to the last pack. And here we go. Sorcery time. Stormy Seas is an exceptional Magic of Maritime Fury. Psionic Blast, we've seen you before, my friend. The Kite Archer, and Yokai Kappas. Whoa, what are these guys? Elite Beasts imperil this pond. Discard a water site, untap them. Use only once per turn. Interesting. I wonder if we'll see any play. That's a very interesting little creature. Cave Trolls, Incinerate. Border, Wall of Ice, Wall of Air. Midnight Rogue, the Sandworm, and that's all she wrote, folks. So thanks for watching. If you've watched this far, I really appreciate it. It was really cool to check out Sorcery. I won't quite bore you with going through and sorting everything out into the things, but as you can see, we got like our pseudo Moxen, which was very cool. Little Mox Ruby Love. Who knows if red is good? I think the blue or the white one might be the hot one to get, but still, we did it. And we got a couple elite or uniques. So yeah, we're gonna go learn more about card rarity. And again, beautiful product, really cool game. Can't wait to play. And stick around. We'll definitely be probably getting into the next couple sets of Sorcery and see where this game takes us. Thank you so much if you've watched this far. Have a great weekend. Peace.